the guardian of the forest. In the heart of an old, forgotten forest, there was a legend. The locals whispered tales of a man, or perhaps a monster, who roamed the woods under the pale moonlight. This creature, known only as Wolverine, was said to possess claws of adamantium and a heart filled with rage from centuries of sorrow. His presence was felt through the blood-curdling howls that echoed through the trees every night, a haunting reminder of his cursed existence. One stormy night, a young woman named Clary, who recently moved to a nearby village, decided to uncover the truth behind the legend. Armed with a flashlight and sheer determination, she ventured into the woods, her feet crunching on fallen leaves while the wind howled around her like a beast's breath. The deeper she went, the thicker the fog became, blotting out the full moon and leaving her in almost complete darkness. Clary could see shadows darting between the trees, and every snap of a twig made her heart skip a beat. She knew that going back now wasn't an option. She needed an answer for the nightmares that plagued her since hearing the villagers' stories. After what felt like hours, Clary stumbled upon a moss-covered cabin. It looked abandoned, but there was something about it that drew her in. She pushed open the creaky door and was greeted by the smell of damp wood and decay. Her flashlight cut through the darkness, revealing old furniture and a spiral staircase leading down to what seemed like a basement. Curiosity propelled her forward. Descending the staircase, she found the walls lined with claw marks, gouges deep and savage. As she reached the basement floor, she noticed a dim light emanating from a far corner. She approached it cautiously and discovered a small, cluttered room filled with ancient artifacts and newspaper clipping detailing unexplained disappearances over decades. Suddenly, a low growl chilled her to the bone. Clary turned slowly, her flashlight now illuminating a pair of glowing yellow eyes. Wolverine stood there, taller and more fearsome than any legend could capture. His eyes held centuries of pain and isolation. Strangely, he did not attack. He simply watched her as if faithing her intentions. Gathering her courage, Clary spoke softly. "I'm not here to harm you. I just want to understand." To her astonishment, Wolverine's expression softened. He revealed through guttural speech his long-lost history. A man turned into a beast by an experiment gone wrong, forever wandering these woods to keep the darkness within him at bay. Clary realized these stories were only half true. Wolverine was not by nature a monster, but a guardian trapped in his own torment. Understanding his plight, she promised to return and bring people who might help lift the scares. As she left the cabin, the sun began to rise, casting the first light of hope on the forest of shadows and centuries.